Alright guys, Mike Martinez, and today I got the pleasure of introducing my grandkids. Oh, you see, Avi? This is Aviana, she's my youngest. This is Naya, and this is Michael Martinez Jr. the third. We got a third in here. How old are you, Mikey? 4. Okay, how old are you? You're 6, and how old are you, Abby? 4. So I got 2 4-year-olds and a 6-year-old, and actually I got 4 other ones. So there's a lesson behind why I'm introducing you to my kids today. So I'll be right back. Let me get them settled in. Don't go anywhere. Hey guys, Mike Martinez, and again, if this is the first time you're at my channel here or at my blog, if you're at my channel, then you should be connecting to my YouTube channel right now. If you're on my blog, you should be connecting to my YouTube channel. And make sure if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you could be notified every time we put something out there, and maybe you'll learn something of value, right? Today, I've had the great pleasure of introducing you to my 3 youngest grandkids, and you know, I'm a doting grandfather. I wasn't so much a doting father building my family, because I was working 2 jobs in New York when I was building my family, and I didn't really have the time. I mean, I was out there all the time. Just working, right? Trying to keep the roof over our heads and the food on the table and the school supplies and whatever, right? Everything. But I missed a lot of years there, and so now I cherish the moment to be able to take my grandkids and teach them lessons. And that's really basically what I want to talk to you about today, is because, you know, there's several things that as a parent and as a grandparent you want to be able to do. And I don't know, maybe it's just me, maybe it's the way I think, maybe it's just that, you know, I think a little differently from a lot of other people that I know. But my idea is to elevate the generation, right? I want my kids to be better than me. I want my grandkids to be better than me. And so far, I think I've done a pretty decent job at that, right? But I'm constantly trying to, you know, trying to build on that, right? That's my thing. I don't know. But in order for me to do that, I got to know the lesson, right? I can't pass on a lesson I don't know, right? So to me, it's a constant developing of Mike Martinez in order that I can go out there and develop my grandchildren, in order to help my children become better adults and better citizens and more successful. And I'll tell you, I'm extremely happy of that. My oldest daughter, her name is Maritza. She's you know, a real estate investor. She's a medical professional. She owns you know, a nice piece of property, and you know, she's doing very, very well. She's gone to, I don't know, she's traveled the world, and she's done some really good stuff, right? And her kids are Aviana. You just saw her. She's my youngest granddaughter. She's the daughter of my daughter, and you know, I'm constantly trying to drop an idea in their head, trying to drop a seed, right? Because believe it or not, the ideas that kids carry on from the age of 0 to 7, they take on to the rest of their lives. And I'll tell you this, you know, sometimes consciously or unconsciously, we drop ideas, parents I'm talking about, put ideas in kids' minds that could benefit them, or it can hinder them for the rest of their lives. So, you know, I got a granddaughter that you didn't see today. Her name is Aaliyah. She's 10 years old. And I can tell you, I can put you down next to her. I can sit you down next to her, and I can ask you, what's the difference between the conscious and the subconscious mind? I don't know. Maybe you know the answer, right? But I can ask her, and she could give you a detailed answer about what the conscious mind is, what it does, what's the subconscious mind, what it does, why you need to use both of them, why, right? And is that an important thing, right? Is that going to give her an edge in life? Absolutely, no doubt about it. Those things are things that I learned as an adult, right? I didn't know those things. And then because of mentors and because of books and because of study programs and seminars and you know, classes that I took, I learned these things, and it helped to improve my life. It helped to elevate my thinking. It helped to elevate my results. So that's what I'm constantly looking to give them the edge, right? Give my grandkids the edge. What can I do today to give them the edge? So I'm telling you this simply because here's the bottom line. You cannot give something you don't have. So what would be of value for you to pass on to your generation, right? And some of you are thinking, well, I don't have a generation. I don't have any kids. I don't have any grandkids. This message is not for me. Well, before you go, this message is for you. Because no matter what, you want to continue to grow your mind. You want to continue to get better results. You want to continue to live healthier. You want to continue to get more love into your life. You want to continue to grow your finances, right? I mean, these are things that we should never just be satisfied, right? You know, I'm good right here. Why not get better, right? That's my question to you. And, you know, if after hearing that question, why not get better, if that offends you, then maybe this message doesn't resonate with you, and I'm okay with that. I want to leave as friends, and that's good. So, I mean, if this is your exit, hey, I don't agree with this idea, then I'm sorry. I'm not trying to offend you. I'm just sharing what I believe. I believe that as human beings, we have unlimited potential. And we cap ourselves. We put ourselves, we create our own roof and our plateaus, right? But we can continue to grow. And a lot of times, it starts with what we're taught as kids and what we're teaching as parents to our kids, right? That's things that they're going to take on to the rest of their lives. So I'm asking you to refine the lessons. I'm asking you to learn to be better, to become better, not just for yourself, but for that next generation that's coming by, right? Maybe you don't have grandkids like I do. Maybe you just have kids. But think about your kids. Think about what it is that you can leave. Think about, you know, the expression of them saying, I always remember Dad saying blank, blank, blank. What lesson would you like them to repeat there, right? I always remember Mom saying, this is how you treat people. I always remember Mom saying, this is how you overcome a problem. I always remember Dad saying, this is what you do with your money, right? Those are the lessons, guys, and that's how you create an everlasting life, right? Because that lesson is going to be passed on to your kids, then your grandkids, and your grandkids, and your grandkids. And before you know it, you're 10 generations down, and they're still talking about the lessons that you gave your kids, right? Isn't that a powerful thing, right? But the greatest thing is that you start this elevation process. You start picking up, you know, I grew up in Brooklyn, New York, in East New York, Brooklyn, for those of you that know Brooklyn, in a ghetto, right? And right now I live in a very nice town in southern New Jersey. And my wife, ever since we got married, we've never, ever lived in a ghetto. We lived in middle class areas, and we've scaled up from there. And fortunately, my kids have never gone to, you know, a really, really, really bad school. They've never gone to, you know, some of the things that I went through. I can tell you that in the building that I grew up in Brooklyn, there was 2 buildings on the side that were totally demolished. There were just bricks on the floor, believe it or not. It looked like a bomb had come and blown them up, and there were just bricks on the floor. I mean, it was just ridiculous, crazy when I think about it. And I remember seeing all kind of crazy things. I remember seeing all kind of crazy crimes. I remember, you know, seeing mice running around the windowsills of next to my bed, right? I mean, it's crazy, right? And I'll tell you what, I grew up with this idea that, I don't know, for some reason I just had to absorb more knowledge. I had to go out there and buy the books and learn about business and learn about how to function, you know, how to use my mind and things like that. And I'll tell you, that's been a blessing because of what you just saw. I can pass that on now. I can pass that on to my kids. And that is the #1 lesson that I want to share with you today. What are you leaving behind? What are you passing on, right? Comment if you have kids or grandkids. I'd love to hear your comment about what it is that you are teaching your kids. Comment that right now. Right there. All you have to do is hit the comment and share, right? Hey, Mike, you know what? I believe this idea, and this is what I want. This is really what I want to imprint in my kids' minds, right? This is a conscious thing, guys. You got to consciously do this through repetition, repetition, repetition. Eventually, the conscious mind will accept it and pass it on to the subconscious. And now, the kids take this on for the rest of their lives. A lot of times, they take it on for their entire lifestyle. They'll be remembering what you taught them, right? Hey, Dad always said blank, blank, blank. Mom always said blank, blank, blank. That's a beautiful thing, guys, when you can affect somebody. But make sure you know the lesson well. Make sure that the lesson is a true lesson for you, right? Something that's going to elevate you, so that's going to take you to the next level. That's what's critically important, and that's what I'm asking you to do. Go out there and become better. Not just for yourself. Yes, you're going to benefit. Absolutely, no doubt about it. If you put good strategies into effect, you're going to reap good benefits. But pass it on. What are you leaving? What's your legacy going to be like? How are you going to be remembered? Right? That's critically important. My name is Mike Martinez. Give me a thumbs up. Share this message. Comment. I want to hear your comments. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and be part of the community. And you know what? I love to respond to comments. So make sure you comment. Make sure that, you know, and I'm open to hearing every comment, right? There's some haters out there that are not going to like this. And for whatever reason, I don't know. And it is what it is, right? But just give me a comment, give me a thumbs up, give me a like, give me a thumbs down if you don't like it, right? I don't care. But the bottom line is, if you see something, if you could take one little grain out of this and add it to your life to make your life better and the lives of your kids and your grandkids better, the lives of your legacy, the legacy that you're going to leave behind, then do something with it. My name is Mike Martinez. Remember, it's your time to shine.